Hi, I'm MJ from Lioness Publications, and we're going to do a short session on someone called Sam Altman. Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI. So he is a very important person when it comes to the direction of AI. I had assumed that this is going to be sort of like just a quick what's coming up on his chart and just to sort of get an idea, but I saw some things in his natal chart that I wanted to share. And you can sort of get your impression from what I'm saying. So, and this is in his natal chart. We're going to take a quick look also at his transits. He has Pluto that's in conjunct both Venus and Mercury. As I've noted, in conjunct is sort of you can't get there from here, but Pluto is a control. And what this means is that he can be very charming, he can be very intellectual, but he's always going to be he's always going to have that thing of power dynamics about it. So whatever he is engaged in, it's always about power. That's what this is going to do here, because he's not going to feel like he's going to have enough, that he's not quite there yet. This could also be thought of as being sort of a seductive type of seduction. He knows how to sort of get talent, to get investors, but there's an undercurrent there of detachment and manipulation. So that's really important to sort of understand. He's got a thought process that is not visible, in other words. There's a reason for doing it, and he's trying to manipulate the situation. Now, as Venus and Mercury are squared by Neptune, and I've mentioned Trump has this Neptune square Mercury, and that means lies. You lie. You don't engage in the truth. It's hard to tell whether you think it's the truth or whether you know you're lying. But that's what that is. But when it comes to his configuration and his position, that means he's going to be very elusive about things. He's not going to really be providing information. He's going to be distorting things. He's going to be projecting. And internally, he's going to have a lot of contradictions. So maybe in some cases, he doesn't know. Now, it's a very selective type of perception that he has. So he's going to see things that he wants to see or that suit his needs. And one thing about this that, again, is something that I would just sort of look at and say, oh, a lot of times this means he's going to be able to rationalize any type of manipulative behavior. So when I was looking at this saying, oh, this is the guy that's going to be one of the head honchos with AI, I'm like, okay, what's next? So it's a bit daunting. And it's someone that I'm sort of saying now, okay, let's keep an eye on him and see what the news is saying and see what he's saying. Now let's take a look at some of his transits. And he's got a transit coming up on 12/7, which is Pluto squaring his sun, sorry. Pluto again is about control. Sun is about his identity. So I suspect the country, United States, or maybe other countries are going to be coming down on him for what he's trying to do. So it doesn't mean that he's going to win or he's going to lose. This is just a struggle. It's a battle. It's a stressful situation. It's going to be, sort of who's going to win? How do we get there? On January 6th, we have Saturn, which is going to be trying Saturn. So for him, this is actually a very good type of angle. It means he's going to make just some, he's going to be able to focus. He's going to be able to get ahead on what he wants to do. He's going to be able to, meet his timelines. Now on 122, we have Pluto squaring Pluto. So this is something that everyone in his generation will be getting, because everyone born around the same time would have that. And this is indicating that he's going to be coming up against, pretty hard boundaries. So control. So he's going to be fighting for control with people that are also fighting for control. So could that be with other people that are also in the AI? Sure. That's likely what this is leading to. Now we have from the solar angles, solar arc on 317, we have Uranus trying Mars. So this is indicating that, yes, from a technological point of view, he can actually move ahead and do what he is thinking he wants to do. And hopefully this is not something that, again, is bringing out the worst part of him. Because as I said, some of the things in his natal chart are indicating he's not going to be very truthful. He's distorting reality. And he's manipulative. And, that can be said for a lot of people. Okay. That's not the issue. The issue is what he is CEO of and what his company would be able to accomplish. So again, I never try to disparage what someone has as an angle, because we all have bad angles. We all have good angles. What I try and do is identify just how much power that person has and how they can affect other people. So in all, pretty much going forward, yes, he's going to have countries or some regulations coming down, should be able to get past that. I expect further, innovations in the AI industry, especially with his company. From his perspective, he is going to have some things coming down on that Venus Mercury. It's going to be Saturn that's going to be coming down eventually, and also Neptune. So that's going to be adding a little different flavor to that. So we'll keep watching to see how he handles that. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a good day. Bye now.